Hey everyone, so Ronan and I are 8 weeks and 1 day postpartum today. Once again, I was supposed to take him for his vaccinations today, but I rescheduled again for next week because it is pouring rain and we live at the top of a very, very steep hill that takes about half an hour to walk down by yourself without a pram on a sunny day. And I didn't want to go all that way in the crappy weather by myself with him when he's probably going to be a bit grizzly after, so I've rescheduled it for early next week on Tuesday when he turns 9 weeks, just because Phil will be able to come with me. I don't know, every time I have to take him to the doctor by myself it ends up raining, and it hasn't rained here since the last time I took him to the doctor, which was last week on Wednesday, and the week before that on Wednesday as well. The reason I go on Wednesdays is because my GP practice, the doctor, Wednesday mornings are when they have the baby clinic, when you can just walk in with your baby and have your baby weighed and talk to a health visitor about whatever concerns you might have. For Americans, if you don't know what a health visitor is a highly specialized registered nurse. They do they do some clinical care for new mothers and babies, but mainly they do social work stuff, so they keep an eye on new families just to make sure that, you know, things are going well and the environment's safe for the kids. And when you're a new parent, if you have any concerns about your baby after the initial 2 weeks, you get handed over to a health visitor, so you contact them if you have any problem. But yeah, anyway, things are going well. Ronan is just kind of laying on his mat, chewing on his fist and talking to himself and staring into space. And I thought he was getting bored, so I attempted to pick him up and play with him, and he got fussy, so he wants alone time right now. And that's pretty cool, because up until just these past couple of days, you know, he would get scared and unhappy if left alone for any period of time, but he's starting to want alone time now, so yeah, I'm happy that he's becoming more independent that way and learning and wanting to just, I guess, have some time to think. He's smiling to himself, and if you can see him, pardon the mess in here. He's being silly. I'll try to pick him up at some point so you guys can see him, but I don't want to upset him or interrupt him at all. Anyway, what else is happening? Weight Watchers is going well. I lost another pound last week, which was my second week. The first week I lost 2 pounds, and I probably would have lost another last week. However, over the weekend, Phil and I took Ronan up to the Midlands to see his grandmother with the rest of my in-laws, and there was a ridiculous amount of food there, and I basically used up about half of my extra weekly allowance points within a day and a half, just eating sweets. And we went out for Chinese food and had curry, and it was just, yeah, I mean, I still managed to stay within my points range for the week. So I didn't gain any weight. I was actually expecting to stay the same, but I lost a pound, so it's better than nothing. Hopefully this week will be better. I'm going to try to exercise more. I know that I will at least be walking more because one of my bridesmaids is coming into London today. She actually landed about 45 minutes ago, and she tried to call me from Heathrow, but there wasn't a good signal. Yeah, so she's going to want to run around London, so that will be, be a kick up the rear end for me to walk around more, and maybe I'll even get another opportunity this week to do my aerobics. You getting irritated? Are you okay? Let me pick him up. Come here, monkey. What's the matter? Here he is. Oh, sad face. He's grumpy because, as always, he does not want to nap. He's far too nosy to sleep, basically. So I deal with a cranky baby for most of the day. And then at night, once he's down for the night, he sleeps through unless he's getting up to eat. And he's still waking up to eat about every 3 hours. I'm hoping he drops a night feed soon, but I'm not banking on it. Sorry, the lighting is so harsh. It's one of those days that even though it's rainy and overcast, it's very, very bright. Burping. I fed him not too long ago. Look at this double chin coming in. Porky. Might close that blind. I don't know, the lighting is so harsh. Oh well. Never mind. What else is going on, Ronan? He's starting to really giggle. It doesn't happen too often yet, but maybe like once a day, once every other day, he'll chuckle a bit, and it's really, really funny. He'll mainly do it when he's in his swing, because he likes watching the blinking lights and hearing the music. You can see his face in this glare. He went in the pool for his first time over the weekend. We stayed at a hotel that had an indoor leisure pool, and we took him in, and it was adorable. I took video, and I'll put that footage in a separate video because it's like 7 minutes long. And yeah, he liked it. He smiled initially when we put him in, and then he just kind of looked stunned the rest of the time, but he didn't cry at all. He really liked it. He loves the water. We were expecting him to, since he enjoys bath time so much. Why are you yawning? You're not fooling me. I know you're sleepy. Text message, pardon me. Oh, it's Phil. He's at a careers fair now at his university, where different law firms and inns of court come and basically not really recruit, but interview law students just, to help them get their foot in the door. So that's what Phil's doing now, and he got a new suit over the weekend, so he looks quite smart. And got his hair cut, but don't worry, he didn't chop off all of his long, beautiful hair. He just got it tidied up a bit. It looks, looks more respectable. You cannot even see my baby's face because it is so bright. Let me deal with this lighting situation. There, that's 10 times better. Ronan is back on his mat. So yeah, sorry about the terrible lighting. It's really unpredictable. So yeah, Phil is at the careers fair at school right now, and I'm waiting for my friend. Yeah, I wanted to know if you guys wanted me to do, separate weight loss videos, or if I should just carry on updating you on my weight loss and my postpartum videos. My initial instinct is just to have them both together, so I'm not uploading, a ton of videos for you guys to watch. But the downside is that these videos are a bit longer because I talk about my weight as well. So let me know if you want me to do separate weight loss videos. I can talk about what I eat, too, if you want me to do that, or if you want me to just carry on doing what I'm doing now. There isn't a whole lot more to update on. I am waiting to hear back from the universities that I have reapplied to resume my nursing training. It's a bit of a pain in the butt complication with that because of immigration stuff. So hopefully there won't be any complications that'll stop me from restarting my training sooner rather than later. Basically, I'll try to explain it quickly. Medical care in the UK is free. They're socialized medicine. And because of that, most medical training is free. It's paid for by the NHS, which is the National Health Service. They're the government body that controls and funds medicine and medical care. And in order to study nursing in the UK, you have to be eligible to receive full funding from the government for your training. The one university that allows you to pay your own way for international is the University of Edinburgh. And for those of you who've been following my videos, that's where I started my training. The University of Edinburgh is also the #1 university in the UK for nursing training. And it sucked for me to leave, but I did so basically because the tuition was too high, and I thought, as amazing as this university is, I shouldn't be paying, like $100 grand for something that the government will pay me to do, and to have a baby. So now, by September of next year, I will meet all the requirements to be put through the rest of my training by the NHS. And just making sure, the universities are so dodgy about it, and they want to make sure that everything's okay, and they don't believe me, so I've had to liaise with the UK Border Agency to have them contact the universities to prove to them that I'll meet all the requirements anyway. So yeah, so that's something that's been going on. It's a pain. Also, I've been putting stuff together for Cranky Pants' passport, because we're going to the US soon. The hardest thing is a passport picture. I don't really know how they expect you to meet the exact photo requirements for an infant, because they don't like to sit still, especially this guy, who perpetually needs a nap. So yeah. Me. So we just need to get the picture for him. We have the application all lined up. Alright, mister. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Sorry this is such a scattered video. I'm kind of out of it, I guess, because I'm anxious about my friend. I hope she's okay. We have started exclusively co-sleeping. For a bunch of reasons. #1, he sleeps a lot better in the bed with us, and as a result we sleep a lot better. Maybe not me, because he sleeps next to me, so, as his mother I'm really sensitive to all his movements, so I don't think I'm getting more sleep. Phil is, which is awesome, and Ronan goes down easier after night feeds. Yeah, basically I have a mesh guardrail up on my side of the bed, so Ronan sleeps between it and me. So once he starts being able to roll, if he rolls that way, #1, he won't fall off the bed, and #2, he won't smother. The other reason is that his cot is just enormous and takes up a ton of space, so we're putting it into storage until he is big enough to really get good use out of it. Right? Cranky face. So I'm gonna try to settle this guy. I'll show you guys my body real quick. Sorry about the whiny in the background. Okay, so it's much later in the day now because my friend arrived and we've been doing stuff, and she and Phil are bathing Ronan at the moment, so I have a quick moment, sorry that was redundant, to show you my 8-week postpartum body. Like I said, I don't think there's a whole lot of change. Because I have only lost 3 pounds, which is nothing. My stretch marks are starting to fade a bit, and I put a ring back in my navel piercing just to kind of reopen the hole. But yeah, I have, my waist has gotten so much thicker. I think it's like 3 inches thicker than it used to be. When I got pregnant, my waist was 31 inches, and it's about 33, 34 now. So it's a little depressing, but it'll resolve eventually. So yeah, that is me. I weigh 11.4 stone. And hopefully that number will continue to go down. So yeah, I will add the video of his first time in the pool soon and talk to you guys for 9 weeks postpartum. Look at my hair. That's what happens when you have a baby.